talk about they want to redo Soldiers Field. And I don't know if many of you know this. This is a World War I memorial for the Gold Star mothers of World War I. And we don't feel that they should be putting a corporate name in front of this honored, hallowed place. What's next? Is it going to be like the All-State Tomb of the Unknown Soldier or something? Everything ain't for sale. This is our heritage. We have to take care of this. But first, to get started though, I'd like us all to uncover, put our hand over our heart, and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Now, if you remain standing and uncovered, if you're a civilian, if you're a veteran or a military, police or fire, you can remain covered and render a salute. I'm going to have Ashley Briggs start us off with the national anthem. Ash. Give it up for Ashley Griggs. Okay, now I'd like to get into the program a little bit. And I also want to thank some people that are here. We got our former governor, Pat Quinn, who's always been a strong supporter of our veterans. We got Alderman Ray Lopez, who's also a strong supporter of our veterans. And he's a only member of the Canaries over there. Like Frank. And we got Paul Balcer. He's the head of the schools, a couple CPS and everything else. He's also here, and he got his two sons in the Marine Corps. He served in the National Guard. But hey, God bless him. God bless everybody. Now I want to turn it over to our former Alderman, United States Marine Corps veteran. 2 Purple Hearts, 3 Purple Hearts in Vietnam, and a Bronze Star with a V for Valor. Alderman James Balcer.
I'm honored to be here. It's been numerous times I've been here. But this means most of all. To the Gold Star family members, thank you. Gene Harris, come on on up here, stand. I want you standing by me. Come on, you're gonna stand by me. All about Gold Star family members. Pat Quinn, thank you. Ray Lopez, thank you. Paul Balcer, thank you. The motorcycle, Tom, I don't know what to say about this. Loyal, good friend. Tom Day, thank you. Bugles across America, or the Bugles across America. The city's proposed redesign of Soldier Field and how the redesign appears to omit military commemorative elements. Elements that were meticulously incorporated into the stadium to honor Illinoisans who served and sacrificed their lives in defense of the United States. Do we want the Bears to stay at Soldier Field? Yes, we want the Bears to Soldier Field. Do we want a name change at Soldier Field? No. No. As we say in Bridgeport, forget about it. That isn't going to change. What is not being mentioned is what is going to happen to the military commemorative elements right behind me. The water wall, the doughboy, the Medal of Honor wall, for our Medal of Honor recipients, the plaques honoring all of those. And what about the police memorial? What is going to be done with that? The Gold Star Mothers of World War I reached the memory of the Navy Soldier Field in honor of those their loved ones who were killed in World War I. Myself, I go back to the Gold Star family members 50 years or longer since Vietnam. I knew a mother who lost her son on Okinawa. Doughboy Joe Ambrose. Does anybody know who he was? Raise your hand. Anybody? Doughboy Ambrose. He was a World War I vet who marched in our parades. He always carried a flag. One day I said, Joe, what's that flag for? Because my son was killed in Korea. I went to numerous memorials for our veterans and our military personnel. And the Gold Star Mothers I met marching in our Memorial Day parade. Police, fire, paramedics, they're Gold Star family members. Here's a couple of my suggestions to the mayor and to this committee. We're not asking you to be anything. Put a Gold Star family member on that committee. We want a Gold Star family member on that committee.
Yeah.
We want veterans on the committee.
Yeah.
That we have input on this. This is important. I was on the committee for the water wall and everything else. The doughboy, Fred Randazzo, came to us, World War II vet, with the idea of the doughboy. Through local memorials like Soldier Field, Navy Pier, the Chicago Vietnam Veterans Memorial, Rainbow Beach, and how many people know where Rainbow Beach is at? Right, the Rainbow Division of World War I. Throughout Chicago, our national memory is preserved for the future generations. The public is educated about the service and sacrifice patriots made for our individual freedoms and our democracy. Now, I like sports figures, but you know what? What about the military? What about the men and women that are serving? What about the men and women that gave their lives? They're the heroes. They're the real heroes. As I always say, God bless America, Semper Fi, and we're not done yet. We are not done. So now with the Gold Star family members, Jean Harris, who lost her stepson in Afghanistan, and I want, let's have the other Gold Star members introduce yourself, who you are.
My name is Denise Williams, and I'm a proud mother of Private First Class Andrew Muir, who was action in Afghanistan on November 1st, 2010.
I'm Chris Hodgkin, proud Gold Star mother of PFC Gunnar Hodgkin, killed in Afghanistan in June 2010.
My name is Carmenita Horton Mayfield. I'm the proud mother of Henry Jr. Mayfield, who was killed in Mandalay, Kenya in 2020.
To our Gold Star mothers, and family members, thank you. Thank you for being here. And your sons, your daughters, your loved ones will not be forgotten. They will not be forgotten. And we will fight to keep Soldier Field as Soldier Field and fight to keep these memorials here. Now, Gene Harris.
My name is Harris. I'm the proud stepmother of Sergeant Joshua Harris, who was killed in Afghanistan on September 17, 2008. We, as Balcer families, have already given everything we have to this country. And any memorial that is dedicated to them should not be changed. We cannot keep changing history. We would love to, but we cannot. Our predecessing mothers dedicated this back in 1925, and there's no reason to change it. It's perfect for the city and what the city is for. Please do not take the name away from us and any more that we have already given in our lives by giving our children for this country. Thank you.
Thank you. We all appreciate everything you sacrificed, and you gave the ultimate. God bless you. Appreciate it. All right, now I would like to bring up our former governor, James Quinn. James Quinn. He's one of our guys. He rides with us. Pat Quinn.
Sorry, Pat.
James is a Marine too.
Sorry, Pat.
Well, very good. I think it's very important that all of us together are gathered in a solemn way to honor the sacrifice of our Gold Star families and mothers and their sons and daughters in Illinois, in our state. After September 11th of 2001, we lost over 300 men and women in Iraq and Afghanistan. That was after Mayor Daley said in September of that year that it will always be Soldier Field. And even the Bears at that time agreed, no more selling the name of Soldier Field. No more attaching a corporate name to a war memorial. In Chicago, we don't do that. We honor the sacrifice of those who gave their last full measure of devotion to our democracy. The men and women who answer the call to duty and raise their hand and say, "Here I am, take me." They deserve our everlasting honor that they made a sacrifice of time and of their lives for our government of the people. Abraham Lincoln came from Illinois on November 19th of 1863. He went to a cemetery in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and he said immortal words: "The government of the people shall always endure. It will always be with us. It is not something to be taken away from the people. The people of Chicago, the people of Illinois, the people of America want Soldier Field to be the name forever."
Yeah.
Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Right on. All right, now I'd like to call up our Alderman Ray Lopez.
Come on, Rick.
You got my name right. Good afternoon, everyone. As the son, grandson, and great-grandson of men who served this country's military, to even consider putting a corporate name above those who served this country is unconscionable. It's an abomination to the character that is the city of Chicago. What does it say of our values that we're even entertaining this? If we claim to be the most American of American cities, that we could turn our back on the families who've given so much more than most of us would ever dream of giving. City Council must take action, must take the lead, as I almost said Alderman. As Governor
Pat, you're
Quinn,
getting beat up today.
as Governor Quinn introduced his resolution, we must join with him and make sure that all of Chicago knows that this is not an inconvenient building. This is a memorial. This is a testament to all who gave their lives, and we should keep it that way now and forever. That is what we're here to do, and I thank you all for standing up to make sure that your voices are heard, and so that the 2.8 million people that make up this city know that we will forever honor Soldier Field and those whose lives were put on the line to make this happen. Thank you.
Thanks, Rick. All right, now I'd like to bring up Paul Balcer. I got his name right too. I'm sorry, Pat.
Thank you very much. I didn't coordinate my wardrobe this morning with my former running mate, Glenn. I apologize. I didn't put that call in. I would have worn a white shirt, or asked that he wore a white shirt, but it's great to see everybody here. And of course, Ray, it's great to see you too. Look, memorials are created so that we do not forget. When you change the name, when you eradicate the name on this historic memorial, what you're doing is you're trying to forget, you're trying to eradicate history. It's simply not going to happen. Whether we have to get a referendum to do it, or for that matter, whether it has to be through the city council, it's simply not going to happen. Soldier Field will never cease to be Soldier Field. And whoever occupies it or whatever happens to it in the future, Soldier Field will always remain Soldier Field, because Soldier Field is about us honoring and remembering the past. And that's critically important. You know, as a father of 2 veterans, from a family of 5 veterans and 4 first responders, these memorials are critically important. But as I was coming here today, my son sent me a text. My son was an Afghan war veteran. Thank God he came back. He came back healthy, and he survived the ordeal. My heart goes out to the Gold Star mothers and their families who made the ultimate sacrifice. But he said, Dad, while you're there, remember to tell them that right now in Congress, languishing is the legislation designed to provide medical benefits to those individuals, to those soldiers in Iraq and Afghanistan who have been poisoned by the toxic waste from the burn pits. How long did it wait? How long did we have to wait to get the relief that the 9/11 first responders needed? How long did we have to wait? And Jim will tell you, Balcer will tell you, how long did the Vietnam veterans have to wait?
We're still waiting.
And they're still waiting until we began to provide the healthcare support that they would need because of Agent Orange. Well, now the Iraqi veterans are waiting, and the Afghani veterans are waiting. So, you know, on behalf of my son, the plea is out there, let's not stop. There is absolutely no reason on God's good earth that they not pass that veterans bill to provide the long-needed relief, because vets have already died because of inadequate health care. So at the end of the day, we have to carry this fight. This is more than just preserving the name of Soldiers Field. This is about advocacy on behalf of the vets and their families who made the ultimate sacrifice. So I want to thank you for the invite to come out today. God bless you all, and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. All right. Alderman Jim Balcer is going to speak again.
Hold on. Number one, I'd like to thank Jeff Gray for playing an very big part of this, getting things together. Number 2, are there any other Gold Star family members up here? No. Come on up here, big guy. Gold Star family member? Your name? Jimmy Mayfield? Henry Mayfield. We've got more Gold Star family members. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention, say thank you to OEMC and the Chicago Police who are here. Tom?
All right, thank you again, Jim. All right, I'm going to thank a few people. I want to thank the Military Garage for coming out and bringing that fine military vehicle right there. Again, I'd like to
thank the American Veterans Riders Association, the Justified Motorcycle Club, Patriot Guard, the American Veterans Motorcycle Riders Association. Paul, I'd like to thank you. Ray, Pat. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. I'd like to thank the CPD for being here. And then Tom Day is going to play taps at the end of this. But before we do that, I want to say one thing. President Woodrow Wilson said this, and he said this quite a while after World War I. He said, "The nation that forgets its warriors itself will soon be forgotten." Don't forget that. If we forget the veterans, who's going to want to do anything, right? We got to take care of them. So thank you all for coming out here right now at Tom Day. We'll play taps, render hand salutes, or hand over the heart, please. Thanks, Tommy.
When a military funeral takes place, Bugles across America is there to help everyone. I founded the program in 2000 when a Army group at Fort Sheridan said, "Tom, look what I have." And showed me this big bugle. And it has a thing you put in the front. When you press a button, you put the thing by your face, puff up your cheeks. That's all I had to read to start Bugles across America. We now have 5,000 players all throughout the United States. And Chris Wallace asked me on the 20th time that I was on his show, "How many have you done?" 123,000 funerals in 20 years. 3 and we're not stopping. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now for Bernie.
Again, I got to thank Tom. I don't know if you know this. He's 82 years old. He had a heart attack in March 8th, and here he is, and he blows that bugle without the report in it. So I give it up for Tom. All right, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Everybody be safe. God bless America. Semper Fidelis.
Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you.